Thank you so much for staying with us on Morning Live. Now, a young Johannesburg-based gender activist, Karabo Moshodi, is currently raising funds to purchase and donate 1,000 pepper sprays to women across Johannesburg. Now, in light of the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence, Karabo has created the hashtag PepperSpray campaign. And she says that these pepper sprays will be donated to young women who commute in Johannesburg. Karabo Moshodi is with us to talk more about the hashtag PepperSpray campaign. Thank you so much for coming through.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
So where did this idea germinate from?
So really funny story. I was literally in my bathroom, and the day before that, I was in a situation where it was a confrontation with a guy who seemingly got really offended that I spoke back to him when he tried to grab me and basically sexually harass me. And it was the second time that it was happening where I decided to speak back and be like, excuse me, don't touch me like that, or don't talk to me like that. And they got aggressive. And in both instances, there were men around, and none of them did anything to interrupt the situation. And so I thought to myself, I mean, really, as a young woman staying in Joburg CBD, when things like this happen, we are on our own, and we need to have something to protect ourselves. And I mean, we've complained, we've protested, we've lobbied the government to do something about it, and still nothing really has been done to affect the lives of women traveling through Joburg CBD on a daily basis. And that's when I started this campaign. And I mean, 1,000 really just scrapes the surface, but I mean, it's something, and probably the first of many other campaigns that I will launch to help protect women on the streets of Joburg.
And it's an interesting one, it's a noble idea, but I can't help but think back after the Uyinene Mkhwechana rape and murder. My daughter, who's at UCET, very petite in frame like you, asked me to buy her pepper spray, and it worried me because I was worried about her using the pepper spray on a perpetrator or someone who's harassing her and it not being effective and the person overpowering her. So why pepper spray?
I like that you actually brought that up, because that's a concern that a lot of people have raised. So one other thing that we're going to be doing, and because of similar concerns, is that we are going to be doing 5 pop-up campaigns where not only are we just handing out the pepper sprays to the young women and girls, but we also train them on firstly how to use the pepper spray itself, and also we're going to be doing basic self-defense training, because we understand that no one situation is the same, right? So also another thing is we need to also educate the women so that they know when to walk away and when they can actually use the pepper sprays. Like I said, situations vary, times of the day, where you would be, who'd be around, you know, for instance, if there's kids. So that's why we're going to be having the pop-up campaigns where we train women so that they know exactly what to expect and how and when to use the pepper sprays.
So you're still raising funds in order to bring this to fruition.
Yes.
So tell us about that. You know, what are you hoping to raise? How are you going about it?
All right. So the campaign was launched about 3 weeks ago. And initially when I launched the campaign, it was meant to be like a crowd-funded campaign, because I'm really passionate about, you know, South Africans coming together so that we can solve our own problems and not always waiting for somebody to come and fix everything. So I had a very ambitious idea to get people to, like, even if it's like those little 100 rands and everyone just coming together, because I actually really understand that when South Africans come together, it's really, really powerful. And so that was the initial idea. And then, of course, as I took into consideration all the other costs that might come in, including things like branding and paying the personal trainers who are going to be doing the self-defense training, the costs really started to, you know, climb up. And so now, I mean, we're looking at something about between 80,000 rands to 150,000 rands, including the pop-ups themselves. And so it's been an ongoing thing. Over the last 2 weeks, I've had to now look into possibly approaching corporates so that we can be able to achieve the goal a little bit quicker than we planned, actually, with the crowdfunding side of things.
And if people wanted to get involved now at this stage, where do they go? How do they donate to your project?
All right. So the first and probably most simple thing that they can do is to go on my social media pages. I have linked the crowdfunding link on my bio, so they can go to @thatgirl_Shodi, which is SHODI, so @thatgirl_Shodi, and that's the same on Twitter as well as Instagram. So if you go there, you'll go onto my profile and there's a link that you can click on. It's a very simple 3-step link that you can donate real quick. And also you can follow the hashtag PepperSpray campaign. And since the campaign has grown much bigger than I thought it would, because initially it was just going to be like, okay, pepper sprays, give to women. But I see there's quite a lot of interest, a lot of women as well. When I speak to them, they're like, yeah, I mean, I also just got pepper spray last week, or I just got my little cousin a pepper spray. And it seems like it's going to be a little bigger. So I am looking for volunteers, people who are as equally passionate about, protecting women and girls in Joburg, so that I can just bring in together a team of people who can help me to, really do justice to such a campaign.
And you also spoke about training, which I think is absolutely critical, because you don't want people, the good intentions to have unintended consequences. So where would that training be taking place?
So the training will actually take place at the pop-ups. So I'm just going to paint a picture. So the pop-up will be at 5 different locations. So 3 of them will be between Bree, MTN, and Gandhi Square. So these are the hubs where people are always, switching transport modes and just traveling through the area. And we also want to do one at UJ campus as well as Wits campus. So at the pop-up campaign, it will be myself, 4 other personal trainers, self-defense trainers, as well as a few other volunteers who will be engaging with the women, bringing the women in, because we understand that people are walking past. It's a very busy time of the day. So it's literally just a simple, hi, have you ever been in a situation like this? What have you done? Are you looking for ways of how to protect yourself? And then we bring them in and, we'll have like each personal trainer doing a one-on-one with the ladies, showing them maybe 3 basic moves, and then afterwards giving them a pamphlet with information just to reinforce whatever they were taught, as well as maybe other helplines of how they can get help. Just a very helpful, comprehensive pamphlet along with the pepper spray.
Well, we wish you luck, and hopefully South Africans will go and donate. Thanks so much to Karabo Moshodi, who's a Johannesburg-based gender activist who is raising funds to donate 1,000 cans of pepper spray to female commuters in the Johannesburg city centre. And it's so rewarding to see young people actually taking a stand and taking action and doing so many things, and without all of the necessary worry that some of us who are older tend to busy ourselves with. So it's great to see what young people are doing at this point. Let's take a break.